What is up, guys? Trent here with Plaza Towing. Today we have the review of the Guardian Angel Elite Series light. If you are interested in this light, please be sure to look down in the description below where you'll find a link and a unique coupon code. If you use my coupon code on the website with a purchase, Guardian Angel is offering free shipping and a free universal clip with the coupon code. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the review of the Guardian Angel Elite Series light. What is up, guys? Today we have a product review brought to you guys by Guardian Angel. Guardian Angel reached out to me and wanted to know if I wanted to review their product, so I said, yeah, go ahead, send me product. And guess what? They went ahead and sent me two lights. So guess what, guys? We're going to go ahead and review the Guardian Angel Elite Series light and all the accessories that came with it. So let's go ahead and get into this review. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about the box first of all. The box is nice and small. It's a very well-designed box too. It's got a lot of design. It shows you exactly what's inside of the box. And yeah, so let's go ahead and just look around here. On the side here, we have the Elite Series. We also have the colors involved here. So we have a white, green, and yellow. This one is model number GAELTWGY. And that is pretty much it for that. And then on the bottom side, we just have some branding and the website, which will be in the description. Please be sure to check out these products. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the box here. So the box comes apart just like that. And inside, the first thing we find is the manual. So this is the operation overview. If you do want to go ahead and pause the video and take a look at that, you can, but I will be explaining how this light operates in a little bit, so just stick with me here. But like I said, if you do want to pause the video and take a look at that, please feel free to do so. Okay, so here's a top-down view of the box. There is the Guardian Angel light. We'll go ahead and pull that out here in a second. But that's just the top view of the box, and we can see all the buttons on top of the Guardian Angel light itself. And like I said, we'll go ahead and pull that out here in a second and show you what that's all about. Okay, so shown here is the contents inside of the box. You're going to get the instruction manual that I showed you earlier. Very simple but well described instruction manual here, showing you everything about that you need to know about the light. So I do like that. It keeps it compact, stays with the style of the light, being a compact, lightweight light. So a lightweight, simple card. I like that. Very descriptive and tells you everything you need to know in a little tiny piece of paper rather than fumbling through a giant manual for a little light like this. So I like that. We'll go ahead and set that to the side now. Also included is a micro USB cable. I do like the little size, easily manageable. It does have a little twist tie here to keep it all together. And like I said, it is just a micro USB, pretty standard. If you were to lose this, you're not out of luck. You can find these very easily at any Best Buy or anything like that. So I do like how they went with a generic cable. And this is how you'll charge the device. It is a USB rechargeable device, easily recharged in the car, on a cigarette lighter, or on the wall. You can plug it into really any USB outlet, even your computer, and charge this light. Okay, now we'll talk about the light itself. Now, you can't see it right now, but on the back side, it does come with a magnetic mount. This magnet is pretty strong. Okay, so there's the magnetic mount separated from the light itself. So the concept of this magnet is it has pads here, and what you can do is put this on top of your shoulder, under your shirt, under your uniform, or you can tuck it under a vest or something like that. And the concept of this is, imagine this being under your shirt over this, the pad over your shoulders. What you can do is take this light and magnetically mount, and watch how strong this is. See how it jumped up out of there? It's a very strong magnet. We will go ahead and test that later in this video, just to show you how strong that magnet is and how it holds up and how it could mount. But like I said, Guardian Angel did send me a bunch of different more mounts, so we'll be testing all those as well. But it does come standard in the box with this mount. Okay, now we have the light here. We're going to go ahead and just do a general overview of the light. We see a full row of LEDs here. And then on the side, we see an LED, what looks like almost like a reflector almost, basically. And then on the back side or front side, I don't know yet, we have another row of LEDs. So basically, we have a row of LEDs on each end, and then a single LED in each corner. Now, what we can do is go ahead and flip it. We'll go ahead and look at it this way. Okay, so this is going to be all of your functions on the light. Now, what we have here is F for front, R for rear, So the front is going to be down here, the rear is going to be over here, and then this light is a dimming feature, and this light is basically an emergency. So we'll just go through all the functions as is. We'll start with the F button, which stands for front LED. Now the first press is going to give you a constant on. So I'm going to go ahead and face this kind of to the side so it doesn't blind us entirely. But that's going to give us a constant on. So that is a white LED work light. And you can see the LEDs start in the corner here and run all the way around to the other end. So that's a constant on. That's going to be the first press, constant on. Now if we press it one more time, we're going to get constant blinking. So what we're getting here is almost a strobe pattern. We're getting the light here in the corner and light here flashing, and then alternatively the other side flashes when this is off. So it's going back and forth, back and forth. Then if we press it one more time, it's going to turn it off. So you have three functions with the F button. You have constant on, constant flashing, and off. Now we'll move to the R button right here. The R stands for rear LEDs. The first press is going to give us a constant on. Now with this model, we are getting orange and green. If you press it a second time, you are going to get constant blinking. So you're going to get orange-green in a strobe pattern. If you press it one more time, it's going to go off. Now you may be thinking, hey, green and yellow, what the heck am I going to do with green and yellow? Well, believe it or not, some states actually do use green and yellow to signal emergency vehicles. But if you're in the states of, let's say, California, where I'm located, and you use orange or amber and white, you're in luck, because we offer amber and white. So we get amber and white out of this light, and Guardian Angel offers so many different color combinations, including red, blue, all the color combinations that you can imagine. You just have to go and check out their site and look at the color you want, and they have it, I'm sure. Okay, so now let's go ahead and touch on the dimming feature. So the dimming feature, I'm going to put everything on constant on. So I'm going to put F front on constant, and then I'm going to put the rear facing LEDs on constant. So we have everything on constant right now. We have a constant front facing work light and a constant rear facing warning light. So now what we're going to go and do is we have a switch here. This is the dimming feature. So the first press we're going to get is going to put us on low. And it saves what setting you're on. So we were currently on high already, so now we're going through low, and it just switches through all three modes. So we go from low, medium, high, low, medium, high. And you can see that we have different intensities of light, and based on the intensity that you run at, you have different run times. Okay, so now that we touched on the intensity, what we can also do is touch up on this button right here. This is a center button, and this is going to be our work light. Now this center button here is our red LED work light. You press it once, it gives you a nice red LED. This is good for working in very dark environments. Say you're in the cab of a truck and you're writing down something, and you don't need, full white light that would take away your night vision essentially, but you just need something to see. So you press this single button here, and it gives you a red light. It's quick and accessible, and it gives you this light, and it won't compromise your night vision abilities. So that's a nice feature to have. Now the only button that we haven't touched up on is this top button here. This top button, it says GA, standing for Guardian Angel. It's the biggest button here, and what you do, and I like to call it the panic button, but they call it the emergency on-off, all lights. So basically what you do is when you touch this, everything goes crazy. You get this light, which is a strobe. The only way you can get this to come on is by pressing this button, and it's a top-facing strobe. And then you have all work lights, your white LED lights going crazy, you have the rear lights going crazy. So we'll go ahead and press this right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and give you some shots of this light going crazy. Alright, so there we go. We have all the lights going on here. We got the front facing going back and forth in a strobe pattern, and then we have our lights over here. Now we are in low mode here, so we can go and kick it up too and put it in high. This is the brightest setting, and you can see that I pressed that intensity button right here, and it switched into high mode. So as you can see, when I press the emergency lights on button, everything turned on. This is just putting out so much added visibility, and yeah, it is definitely going to prove a very valuable light for me, working on the roadside, working alongside traffic whizzing by me at 70 plus miles an hour. This is definitely going to add enhanced visibility to a scene. It's going to provide me work light to be able to see what I'm doing. Not only that, it's going to provide emergency lighting rearward facing. to alert motorists of where I am. So I'm really excited to see this light and how it performs with me. One last feature about this light in regards to the buttons is that you can put these in basically a lockout mode. So basically, if you hold both of these both the F and R, so front and rear buttons simultaneously, if you hold them down, you'll see the red LED blink 3 times. Once it blinks 3 times, you can let it go, and it's basically in a lockout feature. This is good for storage, anything like that. Say you let's put a scenario, you're off for 2 days, so you leave the light in your bag or something. And the bag's getting thrown around, it's getting shuffled around, and next thing you know, when you show up for your shift in 2 days, and let's say you didn't engage the lockout feature, and for whatever reason, the button got pressed, and the light was running for that 2 days, and when you really need it on the side of the road, and you go to turn it on, dead. So this is a nice feature, prevents that. So right now we're in the lockout mode basically. So the light is essentially off according to the instruction manual. To turn it back on, what you do is you hold the 2 buttons again for 3 seconds, and we'll see the light illuminate. And once it's held down for 3 seconds, now we can get all the functions back. We have everything back to normal, and the light's ready to go again. Once we're done, we put it back in off, and the light's off. So that's a nice feature. It allows you to lock out the light. Like I said, this is a USB rechargeable light, so all you have to do is flip this cap up here, and it accesses a micro USB port way down in there. The reason it's way down in there is this is a fully waterproof light, meaning that once this cap is sealed, this light can be submerged underwater and still work. Want to hear something crazy? This light can even be run over and it'll still work. This is a very rugged and very durable light. And guess what? Another thing, it only weighs 3 ounces. That's insane. This light is so light. I mean, I can sit here and talk about it and play with it, and you guys don't really have any aspect of how light it is, but this, I've already put it on the side of my helmet. I can't feel this light. It's amazing how light it is and how much light it packs. Now this is the green and yellow strobe, like I said, different options. Look how much light it's putting out, and it is so light, but yet so durable. So with that being said, let's go and check out some of the accessories that Guardian Angel sent over and some of the accessories that you have the option to buy. Okay, so as you guys know, I record my videos with a GoPro mounted to my hard hat. What Guardian Angel has to offer for hard hat users is a hard hat mount. So this is how the light comes standard with straight out of the box. Now you can notice between this light and this light, I have an additional piece mounted here. This is what's included with the hard hat mount. You get this piece and this piece. Now this is an adhesive 3M tape, just like this is. And what you do is you take this 3M piece of rubber basically, and you mount it right here. So you line it up with these holes and you mount it in place. This prevents the light from spinning while it's mounted onto your hard hat. So that's a quick and easy install. Now what you do is you take this magnet, and this is a very strong magnet just like the other one, and what you do is you peel the adhesive and you mount this in the inside of your hard hat exactly where you want this light to mount, and basically this magnet will stay in the inside of your hard hat, and whenever you want to use the Guardian Angel, you slap it onto the side of your hard hat, and it's going to go through the hard hat and mount the light to the side of the hard hat. Pretty incredible technology. It's relatively simple. It still gives you the ability to take this light off when you don't need it and charge it or do whatever you want with it, but as soon as you need it, you can just slap it on. You don't have to mess with any sliding mounts or any releases. You just pull it or slap it on and it goes right on. This is very useful for the very fast-paced lifestyle that a tow operator encounters. Not only a tow operator, any like law enforcement or any agency like that, very fast-paced. You can't really have anything holding you back and preventing you from doing your job. So I like this. So what I'm going to go and do is mount this onto my hard hat, and I'm going to show you guys what this is all about. Alright guys, so we have the magnet mounted inside the helmet, and all we got to do is look at this. Boom. It is mounted. That is solid. Now, it does allow you to adjust it just a little bit, but as you're walking, as you're moving and shaking, this light is going nowhere. It's not going to fall off. It's not going to, I mean, you can move this in any way you really want, and it's not going to fall off. I like that. But I still like the ability that you can adjust it if you want to, and look what you can do. Just as easily as putting it on, you can pull it off, slap it right back on there. lights all ready to go, and you are provided work lights, provided all kinds of crazy options on how you want to do this. So I'm really enjoying this. I know I'm going to use this hard hat mount plenty. Now if we just take a quick look inside the hard hat, we can see the magnet mounted right here. All I did was put it in a spot that I wanted it, marked it with a Sharpie, and peeled the adhesive and stuck it, and we are mounted. Here's another shot of just how slim the light is. Notice how it barely sticks out more than the lip of the hard hat here, so it's not adding a whole lot more to your hard hat. It is adding maybe, let's say, half an inch gap here, but you're getting all this safety and light included with this. I'm more than happy with it. Now here's another option that Guardian Angel gives you in terms of mounting. What you can do is use their universal clip, and their universal clip is advertised to be mounted onto hats, visors in your car, like the sun visor. You can mount it to your belt, bag, anything that you can get this clip around, and it is a very heavy-duty clip. Very thick metal, and it has a lot of retention strength. Basically, what I did is clip it on this hat, and it has another strong magnet here, and what you do is you just take the light, slap it right on there, and you have a light mounted to your hat, or like I said, visor, anything. So we can go ahead and turn the red light on, we can turn the front facing constant, we can hit the emergency button and just see all the lights go crazy. And yeah, that's another way that you can mount this light. Very versatile unit. Something that I think that this would be pretty cool in my application is wearing it on my hat if I'm not videotaping, or also just clipping it to the back of my belt, on the back side of my pants. I could clip it on the belt, that way when I'm have my back to traffic can see me. Another interesting thing with this mount is it does have two screws right here, and the screws are accessible from the back side. And what you can do is hard mount this mount into the back side of this light. Interesting use for the screws. If it's something that you wanted to do to hard mount this light in place, then that is absolutely something that you can do with this mount. So let's go and check out the other mounts that they sent. Another mount that Guardian Angel went ahead and sent over was a suction cup mount, and this suction cup mount is advertised as a visor mount. And what you can go ahead and do with this is you can suction cup it to the inside of your vehicle and basically have frontward facing LEDs out of the top of your windshield. Now if you go on Amazon and you type in LED warning lights, you'll see these kind of pop up. They'll be suction cup mounted lights that you can plug into your cigarette lighter. And something that's nice about this is you still get the same features, but you're getting it in a light compact form that is battery operated, not plugged in your cigarette lighter. So I could see this being useful for vehicles that are almost on a temporary usage, especially for vehicles that we use during the Coachella festivals and almost like pop-up tent scenarios where we do traffic enforcement during events that are maybe like a dog show or something like that, and we use vehicles temporarily for battery service vehicles or fuel service vehicles. What we can do is mount the Guardian Angel inside of our trucks, or even to the top side of our truck if we wanted to, since we're doing slow speeds. Although this is recommended as an interior light mounting solution, but what you can go ahead and do is mount the light inside your vehicle and have the LED facing outward toward the front of the windshield and be mounted and alerting traffic that you're there. So yeah, this is a pretty versatile mount. You could mount it in various places and be able to warn traffic or pedestrians that you are operating. So that is the Guardian Angel suction cup visor mount. Now last but not least, Guardian Angel did go ahead and send over a cone mount. What this does is you basically friction fit it into the top of a safety cone, so you can see that it has the diameter of a safety cone, and you can put this in there and it stays on top, and it has a magnet inside. So basically when you set up your traffic cones on the side of the road, you can slap your Guardian Angel right on top of the traffic cone, and it provides elevation, one, for the light, and two, it basically illuminates the cone, telling traffic that, hey, there's something going on up here. We got cones on the side of the road, we got lights on top of the cone, so it's a whole nother layer of added protection. If you had a series of these lights, perhaps maybe 3 lights, and then you had 3 cones behind your accident scene, I could see this being really useful. Even 1 light could be very useful. So I'm pretty excited to use this. I know a lot of you guys tell me that I should be having cones, and while it's something that we've never really used cones. Maybe with this mounting feature, it will be something that we'll be using just to add elevation to the lights and let them be seen from farther away. Alright guys, with that being said, first of all, thank you so much to Guardian Angel. They really came through with this product review. They sent me a bunch of products and they actually sent me a really awesome product. I'm more than happy to use this product and show the world what it's all about. This is a great product, it truly is, and I stand behind it 110%. And I really recommend anyone who's in a roadside environment or just really any use that you can see for this. This is a great investment for your safety and others. So with that being said, guys, hopefully you did enjoy the video. Please be sure to let me know in the comments what you thought about the video. Not only let me know what you thought about the video, let Guardian Angel know what you think about the light. Give them some feedback. If you have any questions or concerns, please be sure to check out the website. They have a place where you can where all your questions are answered through a Q&A page. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap it up for the Guardian Angel review. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap up the Guardian Angel Elite Series Light review. If you did like the video, please be sure to let me know in the comments below. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks guys.